A WNBA executive tells Angel Reese to get as far away from Chicago Sky as possible. I just got the news. Let's look at it together. So yeah, I just got this sent to my DMs. I have not gone through it, but we can go through it together. Not my favorite type of videos because I can't prepare and think on what's going on. So you're just going to get my blind reaction to what is happening right now. As you know, the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese seem to be in a gridlock. In my opinion, they called her out. Well, let's back up. I remember in Unrivaled, Angel, while the NCAA tournament was going on, she said, I want to play with Olivia, but also I like Sonya. But then, I forget her other team. One of her old teammates was on Notre Dame. She said, but then I want to play with so-and-so too. Just give me all three. So she did have her eye on Sonya, and Chicago went in another direction. They wanted to get Courtney. They wanted to bring Courtney back. They had her, wife's jersey retirement night. Plus, Courtney was going to break the team record for assists. So you could see why the Sky went after Courtney Vandersloot. But Courtney said, I won't come unless I have a all-star-esque, a star-esque backcourt mate, front court mate. And they went and gave up that pick that could have got them Sonya if they would have did it right for Ariel Atkins. So that's like the beginning of Angel saying, hey, this is what I want. And the Sky saying, no, this is what we're going to do. And so we went to the offseason. The Sky says, hey, you know what? We're going to tailor our offense around. When it came to picking players, we picked around what's best for Sloot. So now when it's talking about tailoring our offense, we want Camilla to be our first option in our offensive package. We want everything to run through Camilla. So again, I don't want to say strike two, but that's thing two where, okay, Angel, you're getting bumped down. You're not the face of the team. It's Milla's team. We're going to run things through her. And the season started, and it started terrible. The ball was in Sloot's hand more than anybody's hand. She made the decisions, and the team was getting blown out by 30, 20, 40, 50-point games. The team got blown out that bad in those 7 games, while it was Sloot's team and Milla is the first option team. Again, Angel was on the back burner, so her numbers weren't good while Sloot was playing. She was not even putting up enough attempts to really be good. You could tell she was lost out there being a screener and sitting in the corner. We've seen that happen a lot. And so we got to that point, and while the team was at its lowest, Jeff came out and made a statement that we need more from Angel Reese. And it was just like, well, you've gone out your way to make sure you got the player Sloot wanted. You brung her back. She did not have to come back. You brung her back. You brung in a player she wanted and got rid of the option to go young. And then you start in training camp by saying this is Milla's offensive team. She's number one option. And if you really look at the Chicago Sky, you don't see any actions ran for Angel Reese. She almost has to force her opportunities just to get opportunities. So you can tell the frustration was building. And at this point, we're at the end of the season. Angel comes out. She was getting interviewed. Crazy. There was a Chicago Sky PR staffer in the interview. So if they had a problem with what Angel said in the interview, she could have did the whole interview. They could have stopped the person interviewing and say, hey, we want you to trash all that. That can't come out. They didn't do none of that stuff, right? She did the interview, and if you listen to it, she said, hey, I have the cold tub at my house. I have the red light therapy at my house. I have a sauna at my house. I don't need none of this stuff, but my teammates need that. The one thing I do need is access to a gym 24 hours. That should be easy to do, but my teammates need recovery. They need food. They need travel. She was talking about her teammates and then said, hey, we can't go in the next season with a ACL recovery 37-year-old point guard and think we're going to be competitive. That's what she was saying. She wasn't knocking her for being 37 or getting hurt. She wasn't digging at her. No, but this isn't what we need to go. This isn't who we need to go and compete with Sabrina, to go and compete with Paige, compete with Sonya, compete with Caitlin, compete with Natasha Cloud, compete with Courtney Williams. Heidemann. We can't take a 37-year-old and say, hey, go deal with these 20-year-olds that's wanting to run around the court. She wasn't being mean. She was just being honest. So I'm ranting. There is a article, I assume, that's out there from, it's funny, it's from Dallas Hoops Journal. That says a WNBA executive says the Chicago Sky are the worst run organization in the league and that Angel Reese should demand a trade. She needs to get the H out of there. Chicago is probably the worst run organization in the league. You're going to suspend your best player just because she's put pressure on you to get better. That was embarrassing to me. So that's interesting. And I know the people that dislike Angel don't agree with that, but the people that like Angel agree with that. And if you have a little bit of common sense, you should agree with that, because Chicago they're the worst team in the league right now, record-wise. She missed a lot of time. That gave a lot of other players a step up, show that this isn't the Angel Reese show. This could be other people, whatever they needed to show. There was 7 games she did not play. That was almost 3 weeks of playing time. And they were getting crushed by 30, 40 points on the regular. And also, it's not that they are just the worst team in the league. They gave up so many draft picks. Again, this year, they could have had a top 3 pick. They had the number 3 pick. They didn't rock with it. They went old and got Courtney and Ariel. And I love me some Ariel, but she couldn't even fill Kennedy Carter's shoes. If it was Angel Reese's team, Carter probably would be there and Teaspoon would probably be the coach. That did not happen. Those are things that push your player out. So not your star player out. So no, I mean, yes, it's bad you don't have the training facility. You don't have a gym. Angel said, I can't put my shoes in a locker. This is somebody that if marketed right, just in Chicago, could bring millions and millions of dollars to Chicago. They don't even try. But I can't even put my shoes somewhere. So you got to imagine, if you're, let's say this is a Dallas exec. We don't know who said it. You got to be thinking, yo, if that's how you feeling, your season and the NBA season don't match up. Man, you can practice at the Dallas Mavericks Arena practice facility. I know where it's at. It's right under the bridge off the freeway right here. Like, the person in Dallas is just like, why is it so hard to do what's best for Angel? Dallas traded for, I forget her name. She was on the Sparks. She's from China. She's amazing. The lady from China, she's like a 7-footer. She's amazing. Dallas went and traded for her, and they were playing great with her before she got injured. Dallas is at least progressive. They traded away Dejanay. They traded away Nalissa Smith because that just wasn't working. Dallas is at least trying. Chicago, when things got bad, they just went and signed Uzun. Uzun has been the worst player that's actually played for the Sky, in my opinion. They went and traded for her when there was Odyssey Sims out there. If you watch my channel, I promise you, my first 2 videos, I'm like, hey, Aerial Powers is out there. Aerial Powers is somebody I've worked with on some content. I love Aerial Powers personally, but also on the court, she's cold. And we see these other players going to other teams and thriving. Why didn't nobody come here? I think it's because we're not looking, because it came out that we don't even have an analytics department. Sorry, I'm just ranting at this point. We don't even have an analytics department. That means nobody is looking at these numbers and saying, hey, we're better when we shoot catch and shoot on the left corner 3 versus drive, pick and roll, swing to the right side, corner 3. We're better going left, so let's just run this left. Or, when we play the zone, the opposite team scores at a 40% clip versus playing man, they score at 60%, whatever. We don't even have an analytics department. My light's not on. So you can understand the frustration. And another executive is saying, Angel, it's better out there. It's better out there. And it's not just Angel. When Candace Parker left, she was so happy to go to the Aces because she had a locker room. When Della Don left, she was like, this is about doing what's right for my career in the future. When Courtney Williams left, she said travel was so bad just to be on this team, and travel throughout the city is so bad. Kai Copper said, man, we can't even get good food. So it's not an Angel thing. And so these other execs is like, bro, we can get you food. You want to put up shots at midnight because you're going through some personal things and you need to release the stress? The gym is open. We got somebody 24/7. Just walk in. The security's there. You good. It's small stuff. So that's why executives are speaking out like, yo, Angel, get up out of there. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.